During Bobi Wine's campaign, we saw a commander beating up the supporter of the National Unity Platform. And he said that this young man sustained a lot of injuries. I've not yet confirmed, but news coming in is like he is in the ICU. If you see such a commander beating up a supporter, it points to police brutality, intolerance, and it continues to show that the army is controlling this election. Many people are coming out to ask, why am I calling him a commander? The purpose of this video have come to show you the evidence as to why the commander was the one who beat up that man. In a country where there is elections and democracy, you beat up someone who is not even armed, who's not even done anything, and you try to beat him on the jugular nerve in the neck. Jugular nerve is one of the most dangerous nerve for the human. A slight leak on that nerve can lead to a fatality. So the purpose of this video, I've come to show you what happens during elections, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I proceed, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that you can be motivated to do more such videos. One, very many people are coming out to say that why am I calling him a commander? The evidence is whenever these UPDF and the police come in for an operation in Bobi Wine's rallies, commanders who normally command those operations remove their pips so that they can look like ordinary soldiers. They remove their pips so that they can do a lot of atrocities. Okay? So that if he does something unconstitutional, it's very hard to trace him. But thank God we're in a digital era where cameras are our weapons. People know these people even if they put on mask and everything, because this same commander was putting on a cavalier, a topi, a headgear, etc. after removing their mask. In fact, let me first play with the tape when the pips were being removed from him. Here's the tape.
Mukiseera kino kyolabako omu ku basirikale abadde baduumira nyota ziri mu kuggyibwako, bali mu kumuggyako nyota. Kyalabiseeko n'olunaku olw'eggulo, omusirikale yabadde alina amayinja agawerako bagamuggyeeko. Kale ne mu kiseera kino omusirikale wa UPDF abadde aduumira abasirikale bano abakutte emiggo ali mu kuggyibwako mayinja. Bwetyo embeera bweri, tuli Fort Portal. Mayinja bagamuggyako, tetumanyi kiki kigendererwa kiri ki. Kakati omusirikale wa bulijjo, nyota talina. Musirikale wa bulijjo kakati ennyota zo zimaze okuggibwako, era eddala kwali kakati biri abasirikale abakayingira. Mayinja gaggiddwako kakati musirikale wa bulijjo abadde ku ddala lya captain, kakati kulutu.
That is when the pips were being removed. And if you see the video, that the person who beat up that person, he was the same person, the same color, because his color was slightly maybe pale from his juniors. Even when he was moving, there was a soldier who was coming from his back trying to regulate people not to touch him. You could really see that he was a commander. Okay? For me, what pains me more, all these atrocities meted on human beings, Ugandans. It is so sad that our great army is doing this. An army that's supposed to guard our boundaries and the aggressors is being used to mete violence on the citizen. Not even the police, because ordinarily someone may think that maybe the police must take over the elections. To this extent, even the Electoral Commission does not have the quorum to take on elections. It is the army and the police, and they pull the strings. And you all know almost 70% of commanders, where they come from, they can even have a meeting in the same language. At first, almost 100% came from the same region. When Parliament was asked, the then spokesperson, the EPDF, came out to say that it is an historical error, where commanders who came from the bush almost came from the same region, which by the way was not even a buttressing point, because we had very many fighters who came from other regions. So for me, when I see these atrocities, it only points to a failed nation. And if you don't come out to fight very hard, these things are going to spill over. And the day they will spill over, we are going to have an ungovernable country, which I may not want to be part of. Some of us in Uganda, the only country where we have to stay, where we will die and be buried, is Uganda. It's the only place we have. Some of these people who are orchestrating chaos have different citizenship in different countries in Europe, etc., Asia. A slight instability, they can go away and live in other countries. Where are we going to be as our country? So for me, first of all, I condemn the police brutality. They should not have a space in our election. And I pray that Ugandans overcome this. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi. Kabye Sulaiman Mawagali, the next MP for Makindi constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.